live stream, impromptu live stream from Quartzsite, Arizona. So I'll show you guys what I got going on here for this live stream. I'm doing something that I have never done before. There it is, turning it around. So what's powering this live stream is this Patriot 8,000 milliamp hour, 8,000 milliamp hour portable battery, and it does have a solar panel, as you can see. So it's getting some charge from the sun, and it's powering up my little AT&T Mobile device. It costs me approximately $23 a month for unlimited data, and it's mostly unthrottled data. I use anywhere between 80 and 100 gigabytes of data a month with this little pack here. So I'm out on a mountain bike ride today, Quartzsite. This is a little spot that I've never been to before. There's really good internet. I'm getting about at least 4 bars of service right now. There's Q Mountain over there in the distance as a little reference point. But this is a high, I'm on the higher point of, I don't know if you would call it a higher point of Quartzsite. I'm going to pan around all the way. Those are the taller mountains over there. There's Dome Rock in the distance over there. Tall mountains. I'd like to go hike one of those mountains over there. So this is going to be kind of interesting. I'm really enjoying. This is kind of fun to be completely just off the grid using battery power plus my hotspot. There's my mountain bike. It's a Trek Rumblefish 30 speed, full suspension. And if any of you guys are asking, this is let's see here, my little chest mount setup that I'm using right now. It's called a Stuntman chest mount. I've tried out a couple of different ones. I tried the GoPro one out, and that one really sucked. It was too wobbly. This one's actually been taking really good footage. That's what I used to take that video that I uploaded today with the mountain bike footage. I'm gonna see if I can use this post as a little tripod. I think that's going to work out good. Yeah, it looks like it's going to work out okay. Not sure how that's coming in with the sun. How's the audio? We got anybody watching today? It's like 3 people watching. So yeah, where I'm parked at in my fifth wheel, I only have about 2 bars of service. So like this video that I uploaded today, it took me about 2 hours to upload from the RV where I'm parked at. But where I'm at right now, I've got like four bars of AT&T coverage, which is really good. It's definitely enough to do a live stream like this without getting any interruptions. But yeah, that's one of the problems when you're here in Quartzsite with this many RVs. Depending on where you're parked, the internet can leave a lot to be desired. There's so many people that are pulling off the signal that it's hard to get a good signal. When I was camped up there couple of years ago up at Dome Rock up there, I had really good internet. So you're thinking of coming out here, I'd recommend going up to Dome Rock. Really good internet service up there. Let's see, just kind of another quick update. what can I fill you in with? What have I been up to since I spoke to you guys last time? It's been about a week since I talked to you last time. A friend of mine came and visited me. We went to Mexico. Did a day trip to Mexico. Thought about making a video showing you guys some things I picked up in Mexico. Just went to day trip, picked up some drugs and some pharmaceuticals. I bought a new pair of eyeglasses frames. Paid $40 for them. Some shirts, just a couple of things. Got a new blanket, a new blanket. I'll have to show you guys these things. I think that would be kind of fun. But yeah, I went to Mexico, went to Yuma, visited some friends in Yuma. Other than that, let's see. Okay, reconnecting again. See if my hotspot. Yeah, my hotspot is still working. So I hope that the signal's coming in okay. I splurged at the big tent. I bought new lithium batteries, some Lion lithium batteries. They're 105 amp hours each. I got 2 of them. And then I also scored on a used solar controller over at Discount Solar. I upgraded my solar controller from an M or a PWM to an MPPT so that I can get almost 100% efficiency charging the batteries versus about 80% efficiency with the PWM charger. So basically, I just swapped it out for another used charger that they had that checked out and tested fine, and I saved a whole bunch of money between what I traded my other one in for. I think I spent about $100 to upgrade to this other charge controller that is going to be optimally better for charging the lithium batteries. I got a pretty good deal on the batteries, I thought. I paid $700 a piece for the batteries. And these Lion energy batteries, they have a lifetime warranty. Yeah, I know it sounds too good to be true, but did some checking and some following up on it, and it's definitely a lifetime warranty. Even if you sell them or you transfer them to somebody else, they're going to stand behind them. Company, I guess, has been they've been in business for a while. I think they bought out another company, but they've had some pretty good reviews, and they're very comparable to a Battleborn. There's a few differences between the Battleborns and the Lion Energy. I think Will Prouse has a good video on YouTube that kind of explains a couple of the differences between the Battleborns and the Lions. But I don't know. I think they're going to work out fine for my application, and I'm basically going from lead acid to the lithiums, and I've never had problems with my lead acids. I've got a couple of T105 Trojan batteries now wired in series, and with the exception of just checking the fluid levels with the battery, fluid levels in the batteries, I've never had any problems. See how the audio, turn that up a little bit. Maybe that might be a little bit better. So yeah, I've had no problems with those batteries, and they've lasted me a long time. So I just, lithiums are going to be, I'm just kind of looking at these will be the last set of batteries that I'll buy, and then I can also use them for some other applications if, for some other type of solar application. So I've made the conversion to lithium, yay! So hopefully it will be a good investment for time to come. So who do we got? Anybody watching today? We got the Wolfman. We got Claudia. Hey, Claudia, what's going on? How's your trip going? How's your trip going today? It's good to hear. Good to see you. No, I hope to see you again soon. And we've got SPKN Truck Camper. You sound fine. Just a little wind. Good to see you, Dalton. Hey, what's going on? Good to see you too. Good to see you too. I was watching a video the other day, and I saw you in the comments. I'm trying to think of which video it was I was watching. I saw you commenting in the comment section there, so I'd recognize you. We got the man. We got missing anybody. At Parker for the evening. All right, at Parker. Okay. I'm willing to take a gamble. I'm willing to take a bet where you are, Parker, but I'm not going to say anything on this live stream. So, well, that's good. You made it to Parker. So you're taking it slow. Ron isn't just metal to the pedal all the way, huh? So, well, that's good. Yeah, it's soak up this nice weather as much as you can, because it's going to be cold. Where are you going back home? Oh, your friend from Spokane. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Gosh, I think I know who it is. There's two people that come to my mind from Spokane. One was a nice lady that I never met, and she had a truck camper. And geez, it's been a few years. Give me a second to remember. Oh, jamming along. Maybe it's jamming along, or it's another fella that I've met a few people from Spokane. But it's either you or this other person. So what else have I been up to besides spending money? Yeah, I've been spending a lot of money this year here in Quartzsite. I guess it's because I have money to spend. But I haven't been, buying dumb things with it. I've been kind of buying things that I'm going to use that will have some type of some purpose with them. Let's see. I bought some tools, couple of tools. Oh, that's right. Okay. So the big tent, I bought some glue. Okay. There is a vendor in the big tent called The Last Glue. I don't know how many of you have heard of this product called The Last Glue. Well, I'm generally not a sucker for gimmicks, and I have been, before, but I'm generally kind of, my BS indicator goes off if I see something that's kind of too good to be true. So this product called The Last Glue, I never heard of it before. I walked up, and the gentleman that I believe owns it was doing a demonstrations and things, and he showed me a couple of demonstrations, and I was pretty much sold on this glue. The price that I paid for it, that could be possibly well, if the product works and it really does everything that it says, which I was convinced because he did a demonstration of gluing a rubber hose together. He clipped a rubber hose and he glued both ends together right in front of me, and then handed it to me and it said, try to break it apart. I ripped, and I was going to basically rip the rubber apart before I ripped that glued connection apart. So I bought this kit, and it comes with a couple of other things. It comes with I think it's called a cleaner, which can unglue some things that you put together. Say you glue a nut and a bolt together and you want to unglue it. Well, it's got a product that can unglue things, and then it has another product that's kind of sort of like a resin that you can put over a glued piece to like lock solid, like almost like weld the pieces together. So it was $50 for this kit. I know what you guys are thinking. $50? You are nuts. You are completely out of your mind. Maybe so, but it's not called The Last Glue for a reason. It literally is The Last Glue. So you can put it in the refrigerator and it never goes hard. You can leave the cap off of the glue and the glue never goes hard. It never goes bad. So I know I'm probably selling it really well right now, but yes, I bought this stuff called The Last Glue, and I'm looking forward to using it for situations where something breaks, and this really forms like a welded, connection is the word that I'm going to use to describe it. I was very impressed with it, to say the least. And I think this guy's he's been around with this product. He designed it for the aerospace industry, but he's been around for, I think, 25 years is what he was saying. Just reading your comments. Jamming along. All right, I got it right. Oh, yay. All right, jamming along. Okay, good. I'm glad. I haven't met you yet. And I know, oh, Mary. That's right, Mary. Yes, Mary from Jamming Along. Yeah, so Well, it's good to see you again, Mary. I'm just out here in Quartzsite, enjoying the weather. Not sure how the sun, that probably camera's up there on the sun glare, but this is working out really well. I'm still powering my hotspot with this Patriots solar panel. This was a gift given to me by my mom and dad. Gave me this a few years ago, and it's rated at 8,000. I believe it's called milliamp hours, but it's doing a really good job. But it's definitely busy. It's been very busy in Quartzsite. It's been about 3 years since I've been to Quartzsite, and talking with some of my friends, they've said that it was busy this year in comparison to a couple of years in past. I think, last year with the crisis going on, there really wasn't much of a turnout from what everyone was telling me. So it's good to see that people are returning to Quartzsite, keeping the tradition of RVing alive in the winter. Oh yeah, maybe let me see if I can zoom in. I see the big tent out there in the distance. It's way out there. I'm quite a ways. I'm on the far west side of Quartzsite right now. But this is it's a nice spot. It's quiet here, which is nice. Not a lot of road noise or anything, but definitely up here on the high point. Parker would, of course, be that direction, and Phoenix would be that direction. Los Angeles would be that direction, and Yuma would be that direction. So yeah, the past 7 days, just visiting with some friends. Met up with a YouTuber friend. Oh yeah, I went out to Brian Adventure Van Man's camp. I went out there for one night. Met up with my friend Jeff out there, CTAP 1. He made me dinner. And then I got to say hi to Brian, which is good. I haven't seen Brian which was the last time I was out here. I randomly stumbled into Brian when I was out here last time. And then I got a chance to say hi to Brian again. So that was cool. I first met Brian back at the first RTR that I went to, which was in 2016. And I met him there. And so, but yeah, it's been good to see him. He's really doing well. And his following is really growing. It's great to see that. I'm really happy for him and all of his success that he's having with his channel, and it's really cool to see it, man. See somebody who really embraces the nomad life and just keeps going with it. A lot of people quit. A lot of people do this for a couple of years and then they quit and they get out of it, and the shiny object syndrome. They kind of look at something else, but it's good to see people like Brian who are committed to the life, and I wish him all the best. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Jamming along. Thanks, Dalton. I started this channel with my new name for the truck camper. No videos yet. Okay. Are you south this winter, Mary, or are you in Spokane? Is Jeff from Washington? Yes, Jeff is from Seattle. His YouTube channel is CTAP1. CTAP1. He's a truck. He's in a truck camper, and he is down here in Quartzsite right now. And he is, yeah, he's down here in Quartzsite right now. Other than that, yeah, I haven't met up with any other. I know Stan Saznak has a camp out there near where Brian's camp was at. I haven't been out there to kind of say hi to anyone out there, or like it'd be fun to take a mountain bike ride, but I haven't been out there. So yeah, I'm just kicking it here in Quartzsite, and it's kind of where I'm going to be at for right now. Just I guess in past years, I don't know, I kind of felt that Quartzsite kind of left some things to be desired. Let me see. I'm trying to zoom out with this. Sorry guys, apologize the camera here. Trying to zoom out. Okay, whoops, I just had it. Just had it. Yeah, let's see what's going on here. Sorry, guys. Okay, that's better. So yeah, in previous years, I've kind of been here, and I guess I just maybe didn't really have great time. I don't know. I mean, it's really definitely grew. The area's kind of grown on me a lot more this time around, and definitely enjoying my stay here. It's probably because I haven't been down here in a few years. been busy, kind of working, and things are a lot different when you're in, I suppose, break mode. This thing is just really annoying me here, the zoom. Okay, there we go. Not going to mess with it anymore. So I'm just looking at your guys' comments. And we have Cajun in the house. West Coast Roller, have you been following the Canada truckers? Yes, I have been. The protesting that's going on via some of the mandates and things. Yes, I have been following that. Actually, what prompted me to look into that was a friend of mine who works for a large grocery retailer chain, very, very well, one of the biggest in the world, the biggest in the country. No, it's not Walmart. Was telling me, asked one of their people about, what was the deal with supply chains, and the issue that this person said was it was the truck drivers, which I was kind of a little bit surprised to hear, but I think it's more of a Canada thing going on than it is a USA thing. Is it? I'm not sure. What's the lowdown with that, Cajun? Still home. Don't think I'll be down in 2022. Okay, yes, I've met Jeff and Sasnak. Okay. That's really all I know about, what's going on with that. Definitely kind of be interesting to see how that plays out. Everything that, when trucking gets shut down, everything gets shut down. And there's really no fix for it at all. So, yeah. It's 70 degrees weather here right now. Really cold in the mornings. A couple mornings I've had to turn my little propane heater on to warm up the inside of the RV in the morning. But around 10 o'clock, you don't really need any heat anymore. It starts to warm up. The sun comes out. We did get some rain here a couple of days ago, which was nice. A little bit of rain, no flash flooding or anything. Just a little bit of rain. So, yeah, I think that's really what's going on with me here. Just want to touch in with you guys again, say hello. I've just been taking some more footage here around the town of Quartzsite. So I'll be looking forward to a little bit of video footage and some narration with the town of Quartzsite from a mountain bike point of view. Something a little bit different. You don't see too many people on bike. Well, you see a lot of people on electric bikes around here. I see some people on human-powered bikes, but a lot of electric bikes, a lot of ATVs, a lot of side-by-sides, a lot of Jeeps. but it's beautiful here. I think it's beautiful here. The RV, I'm staying at an RV park right now in town, and I've been pretty happy there. It's it's a no frills RV park, but it's full hookups. I've got power and everything, water, sewer dump. So it's pretty cheap, pretty quiet. I haven't done that before since I've been here. I'm usually camped out in the desert. You've got just bought my second electric bike last night. Oh, cool. Electric bike. Yeah, electric. Yeah, they were at the big tent. And I sat on one. Sorry, guys, for the zoom. I sat on one. Sat on a bike at the big tent. And it didn't fit me that well. But they did have a little test course, which I thought was really cool, that they had at the big tent. I think they were selling them for like $1,000. They had a pretty good price going on them. But yeah, they were selling like hotcakes. There was a few people that were selling, a couple of brands here that were selling electric bikes. And I also saw at the big tent, there's a YouTube channel called Philip and Lydia. I forget what their channel's name is, but I saw them. I recognize them because I've seen them on YouTube. They were inside the big tent with one of their custom vans, four-wheel drive adventure vans, and they looked like they were peddling some jackeries and some things like that, but I'm sure you probably have seen them on YouTube. That looked like they might have been doing some affiliate marketing or something. They were, selling some, looked like they had some jackeries or whatever, but they were there with their big 4x4 Ford van. You probably have seen him. He's got dreadlocks. I forget the name of his YouTube channel, but they were there. Cajun, if you bought a truck, brought it. If you bought a truck, brought it. Some USA drivers are joining. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, anytime you shut the trucks down, it gives everybody a real reality check. And I think that it's not the average person that needs the reality check. It's the it's the politicians that need the reality check, if you know what I'm saying. So we got here. What do you think about the jackery? I have not, I'm going to put this in the tripod mode here again and put this down so I can not have so much shaky video. What do I think about the jackery? I don't own one, but I do see the, I'm going to come over here and talk. Try that. There we go. My not son. I don't own a jackery, and I don't own any of those solar devices or solar generators, but I do see the need of them. I guess because of some of them have pretty large lithium batteries, and so you can get a lot of amp hours and a lot of use from them, from one charge. And then, of course, now the one part that I don't really know much about is the charging aspect of it. So how do you charge one of those jackery devices off of solar? Will your solar recharge one of those batteries? I'm assuming it will. Or will you have to use a generator to recharge those battery packs? But no, I think that they definitely have a use. I mean, I guess to me, I think they're practical because they're portable. So it's a portable power source that you can pick up, carry, throw in your vehicle, take on a day trip, and you've got enough power to really, with some of those battery packs, I mean, they have a lot of power. You could use, you know, a lot of amp hours to recharge things. And so I think from that standpoint, I think they're really good. So I guess that's kind of, but I guess they're not that good to where I guess I personally have seen a need to go and run out and buy one or run out and order one. I do just fine with my, you know, when I'm out here camping and boondocking with my solar system that I have or my vehicle charging system. But I can definitely see where, you know, someone doesn't want to invest in an elaborate solar system. They don't want to invest in, you know, generators or, you know, and so I can understand where, you know, someone wants to basically use the generator of their cars, their vehicle's engine to recharge one of those jackeries and get their power source that way, or at least enough to, you know, get through a night or a couple of nights. So I can understand and I can see some of the value there with them. And of course, you know, they have different sizes that you can buy, different battery sizes. But yeah, there's a lot of people out there that are making really good content about the technical aspects of, I guess one person I think about is he's here right now, Hobotech, Mr. Hobotech, Mr. Professor Hobotech. So he seems to have a lot of knowledge to drop when it comes to these devices. So that's kind of what I think about them. That's not a bad price on the new batteries. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was they're generally run between $900 and $900 and $1,000. You know, I paid sales tax on the batteries when I bought them at the show, but the discount that Lion was giving me was basically what the taxes totaled, almost about what the taxes totaled. So that was kind of my discount that I got. But yeah, I thought it was a really good price, and I'm looking forward to using them. And I also I met a gentleman at I was over at Solar Bills in there, and Solar Bills here in Quartzsite, they are a Lion distributor. And as I was outside, I was speaking with a gentleman about these batteries that he owned. I didn't really know about them. I didn't know about Lion. I mean, I heard about Battleborn and how people were very happy with them. But he was telling me he got these in his coach and he's really happy with them. One of the unique differences between the Battleborn and the Lions is the actual size of the Lion. The size of a Lion battery, it's a Group 24 size. So it's the equivalent of what I'm replacing right now, which I have T105s, which are a Group 24. So the size and the dimension of the battery is the same as what I'm replacing, which is nice. The Battleborns have a little bit of a different size, and you can run into potentially some sizing issues because of the size of the batteries. But I watched a video that Will Prouse did, comparing the Battleborns and the Lion 1300s. That's the ones that I have, the 1300s, and I saw, you know, a few differences, but you know, for my application, I think they're going to be just fine. There were a couple of differences with the Battleborns, but I don't know. Time will tell. There's a lot of people that are running both and that are very happy with them, and so I just feel comfortable because it, you know, came with a lifetime warranty, and they for whatever reason they will take care of me with with that. So I'm hoping that that will be a forever thing. So we'll see. But it's going to be nice to not have any maintenance to have to deal with the batteries. And they're super lightweight. You know, I could easily take them out and use them for something else. You know, so the price has definitely come down on the lithium batteries too. You know, as time goes on. So I don't know. We'll see. I was willing to willing to take a plunge, and I'm happy with what I spent, and what my what I spent to get into them. So and then the other thing too is I'm replacing 2 batteries, but I'm going to have an additional 100 amp hours of of power. So I'm going from about 100 amp hours to 205 or 210 amp hours, which is huge. That's a huge difference, when I'm off the grid. So um, that's a huge bonus. Just reading some of your guys' comments. So it's quiet out here today. Perfect day. Not much wind. Not much wind going on out here today. Just a perfect winter desert day. So looking forward to the summertime and what that's going to be like here with because I'm down here permanently now. I'm down here in Arizona permanently. So those of you that have been following along, I moved to Arizona permanently. So looking forward to the changes. Definitely got some adaptation to do. So, but really looking forward to it. Will is there with Hobo and Russ. Oh, he is. Okay. Will is there with Hobo and Russ. All right. All right. So getting some solar, having some good solar talk. The hobo, the hobos are here. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. It's going to be hot. Yes, it's going to be very hot. It's going to be very hot. I have been down here in Yuma in September a few years ago. I spent the month of September, and it was it was hot. It was definitely hot. It was definitely hot. I think the hardest part for me was at night, sleeping and trying to stay hydrated and everything. So we'll see. We'll see how I do. We'll see how I do. But, there's trade-offs for everything. So, mandates or hot weather. What do you want? You know what I'm saying? You want freedom or really hot weather? Which one would you like more? I'm going with freedom right now. You met Hobo also, nice guy. Yeah, they're all good people. They're all good. I have met Hobo before, and last time I was here, I met Hobo. I was out at I think that was a part TR. Went out and visited for like one night or day, and then I met Stan out there a couple of years ago, and so yeah, I thought it'd be I bet Stan would do an interview with me, about truck driving. That would be kind of neat. I thought about maybe asking if he would be interested in doing something like that, but yeah. It's the only reason we moved from Gilbert to back north. Okay, yeah, that's right. I remember you telling me a while ago. Yeah, you used to live in Arizona. Yeah, yeah. It definitely gets to some people. My original plans were to go up to be in the Prescott and the Cottonwood area, and I may go up there. I'm actually looking at some employment opportunities around here. But I think ideally that would be definitely a tolerable climate to be in, kind of in the Prescott area. It's gonna be cold though in the winter. I mean, like it's kind of in the at night up there. It's like in Cottonwood. I know right now it's getting down like into the 20s and stuff. And so in January here, you don't, it doesn't get that cold. It's like 40 degrees or whatever. And then I know there's about a 10-degree difference between here in Quartzsite and Yuma. So, and between here and Phoenix, I think it's a little bit cooler here in Phoenix, a little bit, not by a lot, just a little bit cooler. It's about, what is it, 800 here in Quartzsite. It's 800 and I think 70 feet of elevation above sea level here in Quartzsite. Of course, the higher you go, the cooler it's going to be. Kingman is a popular area because I think Kingman is, I don't know what the elevation is in Kingman, but it's cooler, it's cooler in Kingman. I think that the big thing is at night. Like, does it cool down at night? And I know, the higher you go in the mountains, the more at night it's going to be cooler. Now, I'm talking about in the summertime, it's going to be cooler. And so, because I've experienced what it's like in Yuma in the summer, and at night, I mean, it doesn't cool down. It's, 80, it's like it is in Phoenix. I mean, it's 85 degrees, 90 degrees at night. So, and I was there in September, and which was kind of the, things were starting to cool off. And then when October hits, what I experienced, the temperature dropped by about 10 degrees as soon as October, as soon as it was October, the temperature dropped by about 10 degrees. Speaking of truck driving, did you ever watch Ellie Knight's channel when she drove? Yes, I did. I watched her from many years ago. I watched her, and I used to watch the John and Jade show. They were one of my favorite trucking channels, John and Jade, and they've gotten there. They left trucking a few years ago, and they left the internet. I don't know what happened to the Jade and John. I think they moved to Florida, and they bought a place in the Gulf, I think, somewhere. I'm speculating, but I used to watch them, and yeah, I used to watch a lot of the trucking channels. So, yeah, it's all true. Trucking is a real grind. So I don't care what you're doing, man. If you're doing local, you're doing over the road, it's a grind. I was a local driver, and I was working between 50 and 60 hours a week. And so, and I was one of the lucky ones because I was getting paid by the hour. I was getting paid for all of my time. The company I worked for, they didn't pay overtime. They paid straight time, but they paid a good wage. But yeah, nonetheless, I had weekends off. But yeah, it's a real grind. I mean, I can see why people get in trucking. They get in trucking to make money, to make the money. I made a lot of money. I mean, I did well the 2.5 years that I was in it, and I may go back to it. I've got the experience, but yeah, it's a real grind. So, but what isn't a grind? I don't know. You gotta do what you like doing. I gotta say, I'll inject something here. I'm just kind of floating around, just talking to you guys. I gave you guys some updates when I started the live stream, and filling you guys in with what I'm up to. But got inspired today by another YouTuber. a channel that I never heard of. His YouTube channel's name is Buckin' Billy. Buckin' Billy. He's a logger. He's a logger up in BC, Vancouver Island. He's on Vancouver Island. He's a logger. I was watching a podcast on a YouTube channel called Essential Craftsman. They have a podcast, Scott and his son, and they did an interview. They interviewed him, and that was just a really interesting, really interesting guy. You know, like I was definitely left feeling a little inspired from some of the things that he had to say, and just kind of his personality and how he is and how he views life, and yeah, go kind of check him out, see what he kind of some interesting things. Like I said, he's a logger, he's a woodsman, he works in the bush, but he's a blue collar working guy. But he just kind of has it in these really crazy times that we're in right now. I just think it's good to kind of I think he's got a real good message, and I think he's definitely somebody good to kind of be influenced by what's going on in this world right now with everything, you know. So we need good people to look up to, I think, and be get some positive influence from, you know. So you were just in Kingman 3 months ago. Okay. I became an old desert hobo searching for silver mines. All right. A lot of that to do out here, that's for sure. Elena, hey Elena, what's going on? It's good to hear from you. Good to hear from you. I haven't heard from you in a while. I hope you're doing well. Hope you and your family are doing well. I just joined. Where are you at today? I am in Quartzsite, Arizona. Quartzsite, Arizona, the RVing capital of the world in January. Yep. There's an RV wrecking yard just right over here. Yeah, it's a fun place to be. It's a fun place to be. Especially if you were up in the Northwest in the cold, the damp, and you come down here and thoroughly dry yourself out. Speaking of drying out, I think it's time I apply a little bit of chapstick to my lips. Everything is so dry here, and it just dries everything out. My favorite channel was Taylor Dasman, but he sold it. Oh, really? I remember Taylor. Sold it, huh? Wow. Now I'm watching Jonathan Yinch, but he's got his truck camper for sale. Oh, really? Is he selling? Yeah, I was watching Jonathan's channel for a while. I was watching a lot of his videos, and I was really I was really amazed, and I was really impressed with his video skills and his video editing skills and the use of his cameras, and those shots that he was getting, and all of his videos are pretty impressive. He definitely knows what he's doing, and he's an example of at least, you know, what I kind of got from him watching his channels, videos and stuff, is like he's an example of somebody who has simple means. He doesn't really have the, you know, the fanciest of this, and he doesn't have the, you know, whatever, you know, he's simple. He's a person of simple means, but he knows how to create content. He knows how to do the videos and get the shots and the editing. He's really good at it. I was really impressed with, and you know, and it shows. His video stuff really shows, and the amount of effort and the work that he puts into it, because it's a lot of work, you know, all of those shots that that he gets, it's a lot of work, man. It's not, like, it's a lot of running back. Another one is foresty forest, in the van. I mean, some of the shots and stuff that he gets are really, really amazing. And I think it's awesome. But yeah, Jonathan Yinch, but he's selling his camper. Man, it's amazing. That guy, he's been through so many different, trucks and rigs and yeah, it's really amazing. It's fun to do what we're doing right now. We're just having a conversation right now about YouTube, and the different channels and yeah, it's really neat. It's really neat. Minnesota, love foresty forest. Oh yeah, foresty forest. Yeah, he's quite the guy. I've been watching him, and in Utah and that van of his, and getting it stuck, and that that chimney that he put into his van, just brilliant. Like I haven't, you don't see a lot of that, but I mean, in my opinion, that's really the best solution for a cold climate like that. I mean, a wood stove is a dry heat. Maybe a pellet stove might be a little bit better, but a wood source is just always good. But yeah, that stuff that he did to his van, he's got a pretty cool pretty cool setup. He's a really active guy too. He's climbing mountains, and he's doing a lot of really cool stuff, and he's out there doing it full time. He's not working a job or anything or doing a career, and he's making a go at it. But he works really hard. Works really hard on his videos, just like a lot of these guys do. They work really hard on their videos, but they know what they're doing too. They know what they're doing. They know how to edit. They know how to. They know what they're doing. And I kind of think that's really. I mean, with the videos and stuff, and I know I keep telling myself, I'd like to learn. I need to learn how to do a lot more things differently and better, because I'm just convinced that if you really know what you're doing, if you really know how to tell a good story, how to use cameras, and how to get the best audio and get the best shots, and how to really use the tools that you have, you can make content about anything. Shipping containers, I don't know. I mean, you can make a content about rocks, and if you know what you're doing, okay, you can make a huge success out of it. So I think that's really a big. I'm really convinced of that, because I've seen some channels that it's impressive with some of the things that they're doing. And it's not like they have some great brilliant idea that nobody's done before. No, I mean, they're talking about the same things a lot of other people are doing. They're just doing it a little bit differently, but putting their own spin on it. So yeah, the RV one though is kind of a tough one, because it's having a conversation with somebody about it. I feel that it's very, it's very played out right now. Like, there's so many people that are doing it, and everybody's trying to get attention and clickbaiting, and it's like, I don't know about you, but like, I don't want to be doing that. Like, I'd rather be all in. I'd rather be all in and doing something like that I'm super passionate about, and be excited about doing something, and I guess just not having to, be so extraordinary that you have to, you have to stand out, so much now in the RV, space, that, I don't know, you better love it. You better love it that much, because it's going to take a lot today to really kind of be, well, I guess it is and it isn't. You've got guys like Foresty Forest, for example. He's kind of, I mean, he is in his own lane, and he's sticking to his lane, and he's doing his lane. I think it's awesome. I mean, I'm learning from him. I'm learning. Another guy, Chad, living the van life. was watching one of his videos last night with the Baja 1000 video they did in Mexico, and man, awesome. I mean, I'm a huge, off-roading fan, and that's one of my passions. And the Baja 1000, I think, is one of the most badass events in the off-roading, space. It's one of the most coolest things, I think. It goes on once a year. But he went down. I mean, that video he did was awesome, but he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to get the shots, and his storytelling is great. Really impressed, and I'm really happy. I'm so happy for how far he's come, because I was watching him a decade ago. Chad living the van life in his little Vanagon, and driving around, and he was just a guy chasing his dream. He was just a guy chasing his dream, and he really had a lot of success with what he did. And but it's really cool to see some of the videos that he's doing now. But yeah, that Baja video he did was pretty cool. He really captured the story really well, captured the reactions, the emotions of everyone involved on the race team. You guys haven't seen it, go check it out. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's really not a YouTube video. It's more like this really well produced piece, with his flavor on it. Pretty cool. Just rambling on, guys, just talking to you. No agenda here. What are we at? We're almost at an hour, so I'll probably be ending the live stream pretty soon. Can you see the ocean from there? Nope, no ocean. Oh, well, yeah, what's that famous saying? Yeah, I'll sell you some waterfront real estate in Arizona or something like that. Oceanfront real estate in Arizona. Yes, yep, it's saturated. Yeah, it really is saturated. It's hugely saturated. I think it's kind of one of the other things I think it's fascinating too, or that what's kind of fascinating. I think it's a great idea. Is some of the YouTubers are buying campgrounds. They're buying a campground, and I'm assuming that they're taking their brand and they're packaging it into this campground, and they're either going to sell it as a membership or lots or however they're going to do it. I thought it was kind of an interesting idea, and I guess when I first saw it, what came to my mind was like scale, taking something and, well, not as great of scale as the internet, but trying to take what you do and sort of, scale it into like a campground where, I don't know, your campground has 70 sites or something like that, and you sell a membership, or you create your own rules, you kind of create your own tribe, you create your own community. I really kind of think it's an interesting idea, and I think it has a lot of merit, and it definitely has some kind of coolness to it. From a standpoint, I think of, a tribe, and, I guess where does it go from there? Maybe does it go to franchising? You create such a cool and raving fan base and brand with your campground that maybe you start franchising it to other campgrounds, and then maybe I'm really onto something here. So, I mean, that's kind of what I would think about doing. I would think about, like, if I had, like, you do campgrounds, but like it's your brand. Like, so you make up your own rules, and maybe your rules are different. Maybe your rules are, we don't have an age restriction on our RVs. We don't have an age, limit. Okay, anybody can stay at this campground, and if you have a 1968 RV, you're welcome to stay here. Okay, maybe you come up with your own rules. Maybe it's an alcohol-free campground. Maybe there's no alcohol allowed. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can kind of go whatever you want with it, which I think is really cool. So anyways, what do you guys think about it? Talk about it in the comments. Hey, Jason, nice to see you. My favorite truck camper. Okay, I'm way down here. You're in Venice, Florida. Oh, nice. You still doing investing? He's surviving because of Patron. I don't like Patron. Okay. Yeah, I don't understand how all the Patron stuff works. I've never done Patron. I considered doing Patreon because the thought I had with Patreon was creating content that I don't want all of the public to see. Meaning, and I kind of get it. I mean, obviously that's probably what Patreon is all about. But I guess like maybe specific things that I don't want anybody to just click on and like be able to see it, watch it. You know what I mean? Like I want it to be sort of proprietary. And if someone is willing to pay for that to see that content, then I could see there would be some value there. But there's got to be some real value, you know. Just for example, like, you know, what I do with truck driving, and maybe it's about like giving some leads, giving some special information that people would be willing to pay for that could save them a lot of time. So I guess that's kind of what I see could be valuable with Patreon. But to just use Patreon to upload videos of me riding around, or, you know, doing something that is just readily and freely available on YouTube, I don't see any value in that. But that's one of the things I saw some value with the Patreon, is creating some real content that I don't want everybody to know about, only people that are willing to pay for it. So personally, I would rather create some products or something like that, come up with some products to sell, you know, some unique products, you know, merchandise. I don't know. I mean, come up with some kind of unique thing. I'm not a big fan of merchandise or whatever. I mean, I think there's got to be like a product that goes along with it. Just, I mean, a lot of companies that sell merchandise, I mean, people buy it because, you know, they like the product, or they get, you know, they have the product for it or whatever. But to just buy merchandise because you watch somebody's channel, I don't really see the value with that. But I'm not against it or anything. It's just my opinion, you know. Jason, I've got some oceanfront property in Arizona. I'll buy that. I'll throw in the Golden Gate in free. Okay. Have you ever been to Florence? You ever been to Florence, Oregon? No, I've never been there. I don't know where that is. Never been to Florence. I have no idea. Hey, check it out. We got a little razor action going on here. Everybody wave. Yeah. No, I've been thinking about buggies. I'd like to get myself another buggy. A dune buggy. Not a side-by-side, but a buggy with a transaxle and, you know, off-road suspension. And I used to be into them when I was really young, and I got out of them and got into the four-wheelers and stuff. I still like the four-wheelers, but if I'm going to be down here, I'd love to have myself a buggy, Volkswagen, you know, a sand rail, and kind of customize it with a bunch of stuff. That would be kind of my toy to have down here. And it could be street legal. You could drive it around the street. So that was the lyrics to that song. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I thought. That's what I thought. So yep, here we are, Quartzsite, Arizona. Out here just boondocking and boondocking on the bicycle, using some solar to generate the internet power here. So what are we at here? We're almost about an hour. Oh yeah, we're an hour and 5. So yeah, if you guys have any other questions, fire away. But I think I'm going to end this stream. It's been really good talking to you guys. That would be cool to drive that street legal. Yeah, and that's the cool part about it down here in Arizona, is it doesn't take much for a vehicle to be street legal. You can pretty much You can pretty much street legal about anything. I could probably street legal. Well, the Banshee, I might be able to ride that on the street down here with a plate on it. That would be pretty cool. Making some YouTube videos screaming around on the Banshee. So, probably piss a few neighbors off with that. Have you Reedsport, Oregon? Nope, never been there either. Don't know. I have no idea where that's at. What are you up to this week, or do you just you just take it day by day? Yeah, I've just been kind of taking it day by day. Just trying to get out, ride my bike a couple of times a day. I usually try to get out in the morning and then get out in the evening and go for a ride. Usually ride around town, do the big loop. I've been through the tent. I went through the tent one time. I didn't go back to the tent. I've been through the swap meet and the outside the big tent. I've been through that a bunch of times and already. And so just kind of working on a couple of little projects. I bought a used heater. There's a little place here. The lady comes down like once a year. Her name's Grandma's Heaters. I bought a used 10,000 BTU infrared heater that got a pretty good deal on it, and so it's a little bit different than my wave heater that I have. This heater actually has a thermostat on it, so when the heater's running, if you put it to the lowest setting, the pilot will just stay on. Well, with my wave heater, it's low, medium, or high, so it's a little more fuel efficient. And 10,000 BTUs throws off a little bit, more heat. So I bought a different heater, but I got to make some feet for it and a stand for it. Just little projects I've been working on since I've been here, doing some maintenance and stuff on the RV. Yeah, just doing some maintenance on the RV and just kind of really planning out some of my next moves. But yeah, for the most part, just taking it one day at a time. Yep, one day at a time. Just reading your guys' comments. Be sure to check in and keep us up to speed with what you're doing. Can't believe we still haven't met. Just when I was getting ready to head your way in Oregon, you move farther away. Yeah, I know. It's West Coast roller for a reason. I'll be rolling over here for a while, and I'll be over there, and I'll be going over here next. So yeah, I know. It's I really don't know where I'm going to be. I'm embarking on a new adventure right now in my life by being down here in Arizona, and just kind of embracing some new change in my life. So yeah, I'm sure that we will run into each other, Mary, at some point. But for sure. On a serious note, are you going to visit the Grand Canyon? I'd love to go to the Grand Canyon. Yeah, I was last time I was at the Grand Canyon was 2016, and that was just amazing. That was really, really amazing. Probably one of the most amazing places I've ever been. I haven't been, all over. Hell, I haven't even been to Utah yet. I haven't been to Zion. I mean, there's so many places I haven't been. I haven't been to Montana, to Glacier National Park. I've really kind of just been to mostly places in Washington and Oregon, and quite a few places in California. So now, yeah, a lot to explore here in Arizona. Sedona. I haven't been to Sedona. I plan to go to. That's one of the first places that I plan to go to next is Sedona. But oh yeah, absolutely. I plan to go up to the Grand Canyon. I'd like to go up there, kind of when the snow melts and it warms up a little bit. So that's probably going to be like in May. That would be a lot of fun to just kind of cruise up there. But yeah, the Grand Canyon is just it's unbelievable, really unbelievable. If you haven't been to the Grand Canyon, you ought to get in your car right now and just go drive there. Just forget about everything else right now, put everything on hold, and just go to the Grand Canyon and go check it out. It may just be the most awesome thing you've ever seen in your life. Alrighty, guys. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to sign off. We're at 11, an hour and 11 here. It's been great checking back in with you guys, and hope you're all doing well out there. And just be happy and stay positive. And I'll check back in with you guys another time. This has been a lot of fun. Been enjoying out here, utilizing technology to communicate with you guys. So it's definitely an awesome feeling. So signing off, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.